Hello, this is my garden. I thought I'd do a tour before my potatoes start falling down and looking funny. But here I have some lima beans. Yes. Then I have some that I caged up so they could trellis. I got my tomatoes and peppers. I put some peppers in the brick holes. Beans is in there. I have long neck eggplant. Beautiful. Then I have a bed of onions. I planted some more lettuce in there. I'm happy with my lettuce. I got a little mint in there and a volunteer tomato back there. This is extra tomatillas. They don't look so good back here, but they're growing. They got little bitty skinny legs. And this is Swiss chard, and it's going on its second year. And it's big, and the bugs don't eat them. I got some corn, some zucchini, more corn, and zucchini. I got some babies growing in there. And I got some yellow zucchini. It's pretty. And this is my big old dill weed. And it's going to seed, which is okay, because this is the second year of the dill weed. So it's going to seed. And I'm going to take those seeds, and I have been taking those seed pods and throwing them in the garden everywhere. And with this basil, I did the same thing last year. When it went to seed, it was right here. And it went to seed, and I just took the seeds and spreaded it all in the garden. And now I think it's become a basil garden. I got a regular eggplant. And like I said, last year I had an old eggplant. It was kind of looked a little bit rotted. So I just buried it in the ground. And this is what I'm getting from it this year. I probably replant a few of them, but not a lot. These are my tree collards. I've been eating on them. They've been good too. Here's my potatoes. Oh, I didn't show you the other side. We'll just spin this right along. I got potatoes just coming up. I got zucchini, potatoes in baskets. Now we got some corn. I planted potatoes, but I planted potatoes in here without eyes. And they wasn't growing up, so I said they'll probably rot in the ground. So I just plant some corn. But in that bed right there is full of potatoes. And it's beautiful now, but they're growing flowers. Here's some more potatoes. And I planted some tomatoes. See, these potatoes are growing flowers. That means the potato tubers will soon be forming underneath, and the planters start falling down and not looking so pretty. So this is why I wanted to show you before we start looking like that. Like that. And let's see. This is, I just threw everything in here. These are cherry tomatoes. I didn't plant them close. I didn't plant them far apart because I made this a double brick bed, and I'm gonna kind of let the tomatoes droop over like a waterfall, like that, so I don't have to put something around them so they don't fall on the ground. But that's this whole bed. I got cilantro in there. I got nasturtium flowers. And I planted some of those deal weed seeds in here. I just took the whole stalk and put it in a couple of places. I got onions. I'm sure you see all the onions. And there's another potato bed back there. Here's another potato bed. Here's another potato bed, and they just now starting to grow. As they get bigger, I'll put more dirt on them. So right now the bed ain't full. And I planted some in bags. Potatoes, potatoes, potatoes. This is my lemon tree that I planted from a seed. I'll be 4 or 5 years waiting to get a lemon. I'm gonna step over here. And you can see the potatoes look so pretty now. Like I said, but as they start growing underground, they'll start looking like, And in my little bag, I got another zucchini. I planted caladiums and peonies in my little pots. I got a baby caladium coming up. She's so pretty. And I got peppers. I planted them in the bricks. They grow good in bricks for me. And I got, this is a long neck zucchini, not long neck eggplant. That's what it started out. And I planted them from seed, but as my peppers needed a place to go, that's where I put them. And this is a small garden attached to the back of that cherry tomato garden. And here's another potato garden. And I planted Yukon Golds. Yukon Golds. The whole bed is full of potatoes. And like I said, I have to find places for my food to grow. Here's some more tomatillas. They're growing in the pot. And I got a cherry tomato growing in the pot. I have to find places for this stuff. And this is my garden bed. These are marigold tomatoes. And I planted marigold in there. And these are all peppers. Whether they're cayenne peppers or jalapeno is yet to be known. But that's the pepper bed. I don't know what, it could be a bell pepper. I don't know. I forget what you call these, but it's a flower plant. And I want to say, I don't know what you call it right now. It'll come in my mind. Geraniums. Then I got some pansies. They still seedlings, little babies. And I got some impatiens. I got some lilies. And I got some more lilies over here. I like these little yellow lilies. They be cute. and some more Easterlings. I think that's what they call them, the Japanese lilies. That is a beauty. And I have some on this side. And these, I just love, love, love these, and I can't wait till they bloom. These are Johnny Jump Ups, and they kin to the pansies, but they got a pretty purple. And I got some impatience. I forget the name of this, but it grows a very big, beautiful flower. Some impatience. I had this tree, lots of them in Florida. Hibiscus. I love, love, love hibiscus trees. Uh, this is my other corn bed. This is the good corn bed right here. This is the good one. I think my light went bad. Just wait 1 second. Okay, there we go. But this is the corn, and to let you see the difference of the corn I have in different spots, how thick the root system is. So I'm expecting some good fat corn from these. And here goes some more potatoes. And here, these is kitchen potatoes right here. I had one, it rotted in the whole plant. I just pulled it on out, and that's where it would have been on the end right there. But these are just russet kitchen potatoes. I'm hoping they do good this year. I don't know. Last year wasn't so good. Here's more potatoes. And some of them are babies. I need to heal them up, but I'm trying to wait till these little ones grow a little bit more. When they grow at least tall as the brick, I'll just fill the whole bed up with dirt. So, yeah. This is just a home garden. I'm not a farmer. I'm doing the best I can. Okay. We'll go back here to the watermelon patch. This the watermelon patch. And we're going to pray we get some watermelons. This is the bean patch. More tomatoes. I got a begonia. Is that whatever? It's a pretty flower, but the birds is taking the brown stuff away, trying to make themselves a nest. Let me show you something. How nice this is. Right here, this was a lettuce plant, and I'm letting it go to seed, and you can see all those beautiful seeds in there. And I'm gonna put them in a bag after a while, and I'll plant them next year. That's why I didn't tear down the plant, because it went to seed. Now, here's a marigold, and snails love marigolds for some reason. So I planted this mint next to it, and I haven't seen a snail since. Boom. Here goes some bush beans, some string beans. Okay, and here's my tomatillos. I tried to grow them last year, but the legs, like I said, like over there, the legs was really skinny and spindly. So I didn't get very much out of it. But this is the difference between the ones I showed you earlier and these right here. It's got a thick root system. So I'm happy about that. And I planted some beans in here to go along with it for to make the dirt healthy. Oh yeah, and I got some honeydew melons to trellis on here. Honeydew melons. And I've never been able to grow thyme or rosemary, so I just bought this rosemary. And of course, like I said, I threw seeds of these everywhere. These, what you call it? You know what I'm talking about. And then I planted some tomatoes in here, some radishes, some cilantro, and that's the other side of my, when they get to trellising all the way up this trellis. And over here, I just took the okra things and just spread them in here and put some dirt on top. And some of them is growing, so this bed will be full of okra. I planted tomatoes. Everything I plant seems like it don't do good in this garden. So I planted mint and other things in it to deter the animals. And I planted beans to help amend the soil. And I planted comfrey in here. So we'll see how that go. I even planted some hollyhocks, but they all just been planted. As you can see the spots where I just planted stuff. But all this is come from seeds. Everything I planted mostly come from seeds. The same thing with this garden too. But I plan on making this garden a double garden. I'm going to take all of the dirt from the potatoes in the fall or winter and put it in here. And I'm going to put a bunch of leaves in the potato beds so that I can make some fresh dirt for the potatoes. Here's some more tomatoes I got in little cups. I gotta find spots for them, but I really want these type of tomatoes. I got a grapevine in here too. I'm keeping it in a pot for now, and I got another one over here. Did I show? Oh, I didn't show. I got some blueberries. This little baby gave me 5 blueberries, and I just bought the plant, and I ate all 5 of them. They were so good and sweet. I have never had a blueberry as sweet as a homegrown blueberry. It was really good. And I don't know if you can see that blueberry in there or not, but I got one. That's why I put these covers, because the birds will eat them. These right here, these tomatoes are special to me because they're black creme or black beauty's one. I don't know which one it is. And that's the best tomato in the world to me. In my yellow garden bed, I planted cucumbers, beans, tomatoes, regular ramen tomatoes, and that's my round yellow garden bed. This is yellow, and the lemon tree is in the middle. But this is my yellow garden bed right here. I like it. And coming back over here, back towards the back, past the watermelons. I gotta make sure I don't step on the watermelons. I come back here and I got more cucumbers that's ready to trellis, baby. They gone. And some of them even starting to have babies. You see the cucumber, baby. And this is that trellis. And then I got some regular cantaloupes growing their trellising already. And if I could squeeze under this tree, you can see the cantaloupes are coming, regular cantaloupes. I got some canary cantaloupes, which I've never tasted. I just planted them anyway. They say canary birds like them. And over here, I got some sugar babies. And I hear they don't produce a whole lot, but I just like to have them. And I got in the brick, I got a sunflower growing. Over on that side, I got, this a yellow watermelon. I shouldn't even planted it there, but I only had one seed, so that's where she at. Oh, look, I got a cantaloupe coming already. Wow. Okay. 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 I'm happy about that. I ain't mad at it. And I got a bunch of squirrels, and they like to dig everywhere and bite off stuff. And so what I did, this is the watermelon patch. What I did was I got me some nets to go over my food, and they bite off of it before it's grown. But I put nets over them. And that's the garden. Oh, I have a few more things. A few more. Back there, I got my tree collars, and like I said, I got a couple of, I just walked through here. A couple of lemon trees that I grew from seed and planted them in pots, and they're growing. And back here, I'm gonna put me some garden beds and plant the rest of my tomatoes. And this is the other corns where I was saying the legs are skinny. So I'm not expecting much out of these corns. And here go the basil. I forgot the name when I was in the other garden bed. Here go the basil. I even planted some roselle, and they coming. I didn't plant much of them because I don't eat that much. I don't drink that much tea. But I planted some. Where they at? There goes some roselle. It's still a baby. And like I said, I'm going to have to take these out and find somewhere to put them. And I got another one somewhere. I don't know where. It's somewhere around here. But I got one. Okay, we'll go back past the onions. That's for the birds right there. And the squirrels. Past the beans. And we'll just take a nice little look. It's cool. I like it. I like it. I'm happy. I am happy. So back this way, I have my, I don't eat very much of it, but I like it when I do eat it. Butternut squash. I like butternut squash soup. Not soup, but the creamed butternut squash with grilled cheese sandwich. And this tree got struck by lightning, and it made me a colossal mess that I haven't been able to get rid of just yet. So I planted right in the tree because it had good dirt, and I kept trying to scoop out the dirt to take it to my garden. But then I said, you know what? I'm going to plant a zucchini in this tree. Ha. And I got another grapevine. I'm planning on making a grapevine area right here. You can see the wind blowing everything. But like I said, this is my garden. So far this year, so good. But I haven't gotten any fruit out of it yet. But I wanted you to look at it before the potatoes start dripping down and turning yellow. Because right now they look so pretty. That and the corn. And I try to plant flowers this year to combat when these potatoes start looking funny. But I'll give you an update when they do. But I know I have potatoes. This is a volunteer potato in the corn bed. Okay, that's it. Love you guys.